Hey y'all. Let's see. Hey y'all, we're gonna give everybody some time to get in the building, y'all. Let's see what this thing is doing. Thank you, love. All right, let's give everybody some time. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up on my other phone so I can look at the comments while we go, y'all. All right, we're gonna see what the messy truth is, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. We're gonna get into it in a minute. I was trying to set up my other phone so I can read the comments. But for some reason, I guess that's how YouTube notifications go, y'all, because I'm not even getting the notification of myself being live. Right? So I see what other people be talking about, child, when they be like, I don't know you live. Look, I'm trying to pull it up my dang on self. Y'all, I got this new deck. Oh, here we go. Look, there me. All right, y'all, because that way I can look at the comments on one of my phones, right? And then, still be able to kind of engage with y'all. Hopefully that don't fall. Hey, Deja. Hey, April, how you doing, girl? You catching us tonight, girl? How y'all doing? Hey, Chastity. Girl, we done made it to YouTube, child. And y'all know how we don't fool with the YouTube. But y'all know we don't know if TikTok gonna always be there. So we always gotta have a backup plan, child. Right? Look, they got government shutdowns and shit going on. So, we don't know what the heck gonna go on. We might not have a TikTok. And one thing we know, y'all, YouTube ain't going nowhere. So let's make sure we go on and grow this YouTube following. Because, on TikTok, y'all, we got like 20,000 followers. On YouTube, child, we trying to hit that 3,000 mark. So, YouTube be a little difficult, child. All right, ladies, what's the messy truth, child? That's this deck I got, y'all. It is literally called The Messy Truth, girl. It's called The Messy Truth. And I started looking at it, so I'm like, okay, all right, we about to see, y'all. Y'all ready to tap in? I got y'all for about an hour, y'all. So we gonna see what the messy truth is. We gonna see what's going on with king or your queen, right? Take it how it resonates, y'all. And of course, y'all know we gonna see what it do. And of course, we gonna get you some advice before we get out of here. Hey, who is that? Monica? Montrisha, hey. Hey, Montrisha, how you doing, girl? Shy Beauty World, thank you. Yeah, I am, because I know it's a lot of y'all. If y'all like me, I ain't even have a TikTok, y'all. I ain't have a TikTok account until my baby say, Mom, you need to be on TikTok. So I do know a lot of my loyal followers don't have TikTok accounts. So sometimes y'all don't catch me live. All right, so we gonna get into it, y'all. What's the messy truth, child? Let's tap in, child. Holy Spirit, ancestors of my highest light, protect me as we channel into the collective energy. What is it that we need to know most at this time about love, relationship, child? What is the messy truth, child? All right, y'all, the first card out is you are my obsession, child. It's on your energy, girl. Who is you looking at like this? Why you texting him looking like that, girl? Oh, Lord. Y'all know I'm at the condo, so we finna have some fun, y'all. I'm taking a vacation, child. I needed a break. The kids be kidding, y'all. I called Miss Siobhan and said, Miss Siobhan, I need a break. Can you come to the house? I need to go to the condo for a few days. All right, somebody, you obsessively texting, though. You got to watch what you're sending people, y'all. Let me tell you about that, right? See, when you begin to, how you get that text, I call it the itchy finger. You get that itchy finger, child. That text come through and you be ready to file off that response. God says no. No. Let me tell you something. Anytime you get ready to respond to anybody, y'all, even if it's your king, if it's your kids, no matter who you are responding to, right? If it does not bring you peace, y'all, that card say no peace. If the response does not bring you a level of peace, please don't send it. That's when you're not supposed to send it, y'all. When your stomach get caught up in knots, you had anxiety, like somebody, you could be waiting on a date, like a call. I see somebody sitting at a table, at dinner, like you might be waiting on somebody to say, hey, when we going out, what we gonna do? But you gotta watch before you fire off that text, y'all. Never send a text that if it doesn't bring you a level of peace before you send it, y'all, not after, before. If there is any inclination of any type of anxiety, child, before you hit send, don't hit send, girl. All right, because you getting a little obsessed, child. I don't know, unless there's somebody obsessed with your energy, y'all, because somebody is obsessively looking at a phone. Let's see who this obsession is. Maybe this ain't you. You never really loved me. New life begins. Somebody, you get a new life. And I feel like someone could be obsessively watching you, child. Let me go to the tarot, y'all. I want to see this. Because somebody, you get a new life. It says where new life begins. But there is this obsessive energy of someone that's watching as well. It says you never really loved me. Truth revealed, illusions shattered, heartbreak. Somebody, I don't know if you're dealing with someone or this is an ex, but I do feel like you are getting a new beginning because you could have dealt with someone who you felt never really loved you. But I also feel like there's always a dual story, y'all. There's always a dual lesson. People only love you as much as you love yourself, girl. What's your channel song? I Gotta Be by Jagged Edge. Now, y'all know on YouTube we can't have the music loud because they like to demonetize you and stuff over here. Yeah, but that's your song, Jagged Edge, I Gotta Be. I feel like this is you. I feel like you begin to understand that you had to be who you want to be before you could get, right, who you truly deserve. Like, we have to become who we want when it comes to love. The truth of this is you had to shatter some type of an illusion for yourself when it comes to old relationships, dead relationships. Y'all know how we keep pictures? Like, I'm seeing a torn picture, right? Sometimes you even got to go through and get rid of the old stuff, y'all. And you may feel like that don't matter, y'all, but it does, right? I don't care if it's an old necklace, an old bracelet, an old purse, girl. It don't matter. Sometimes you have to let go of the old in order to invite the new, right? And then when the new comes, you can't treat the new like the old, girl. Like, you can't be over here obsessively texting and not sure if they gonna respond because somebody, you got a new life, but you can't be stuck in the old. What is this obsessive energy, though? Is this, who is this obsessive energy? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, somebody, again, this could be you or this could be someone's watching you. Whoever this person is, a Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone who they lack confidence because of their own stability, right? This is someone who is concerned with material wealth or what things look like, right? 3D, right? When you talk about pentacles, you're talking about earth, right? You're talking about grounding, you're talking about 3D. So Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone who they lack confidence, right? But it's material, right? Material, greed, jealousy, all of that. I don't know. This could be you or this could be someone around you. Who's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with this? You're my obsession, 5 of Cups. Definitely could be somebody you walked away from. Definitely could be someone you walked away from. This could have been someone that was with you for money or they were with you before you knew who you are. Thank you. That's what I heard God say. See, this is somebody that knew you before you knew who you were. Yeah. So this is definitely an old energy. But God is saying also, even in the new you, don't allow the old energy to creep in, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that's someone who appearances matter. That's what I heard, right? Appearances matter. And when you get to a point in your journey, y'all, that don't matter. Somebody is in regret, though. So I definitely feel like this is someone in your past. You getting a new life. See, new life is beginning for someone, and you could have been in a very dark time. I'm seeing somebody kind of holding themselves and crying. Yeah, but it's your glow up, child. Don't play. What did I tell you? You literally went from looking like this, child. See this person all sad, child? She's sad and holding herself, child. But look at this man back here, girl. He's smiling. This is your whole new life. Yeah, you getting a whole new life, child. Yeah. And it's because of your glow. But guess what? You know who you are now. See? When you look in the mirror and you see your light, child, then you know that light real. Hello, right? Sometimes, y'all, we don't even see our light. Like, God be fussing at me, y'all, because I talk to y'all and I love y'all, right? It's just me, y'all. Like, I don't put myself above anyone. It don't matter how many titles I got. It don't matter who published what article about me. I just see me as me. But literally, God had to correct me today and say, but you got to stop that, because I'm taking you to places where you can't see everybody like you see yourself, because you need a level of discernment. You can't be cool with everybody. And I had to say, okay, God, well, that's your message too, queens, right, y'all? We can't. We have to be able to see ourselves the way that God sees us, because if we do not, we will allow other people to treat us what? less than what we deserve. Why? Because it's not that we don't know what we deserve. It's just that we exercise a level of humility, right? Y'all queens, we do. We exercise a level of humility, right? So you don't ever want to be seen as arrogant, right? You don't ever want to be seen as the girl that thinks she bougie and she stuck up. Child, God got on me so bad this morning. He said it don't matter. Don't none of what they think. Why? Because when we get concerned about people thinking we bougie, we this, we that, that's really about how they feel about us. And God say, we don't care nothing about how they feel about us. Thank you, Kyra. Right? We don't care nothing about what they feel about us, right? This is you, right? It doesn't matter what they think. And that's when I said, you know what? You sure right, God. Yeah, you done explaining. God said, and now look at the bottom of the deck. Girl, you walking away, done explaining. Y'all, God, I love God. Because this is literally what I heard this morning. Like, as the divine feminine, y'all, we done explaining, right? You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. If anyone does not understand who you, child, the beauty of who you are, you ain't got to explain. Somebody, you done explaining. Yeah. No more justifying, y'all. No more. This is when you walk into Sigma territory, y'all. I told you I'm a Sigma empath. I am an INFJ. If you don't know what it is, Google it. What does that mean? When I'm done, I walk away. I exit. I don't give you no explanation. I don't give you no closure. We cannot sit down and have a conversation. Why? Because I'm done. And I've watched the pattern of your behavior over a certain period of time that already tells me that your ass ain't gonna change, right? So now I'm done. So that's what you done, though. You are done and you no longer explain. But what does that do, y'all? It protects your energy. See, what you're learning how to do is how to protect your own energy. So when you exit and you walk away, you do it, child, with no explanation. Somebody, you could have wrote the letter or the text message, delete it. You ain't got to explain to people why you're walking away. And whether that's friends, whether that's family, it does not matter, right? If we got 22 people watching, can I have 22 likes? I only got 9 likes in the comments. So try to make the likes match the number of people watching. So as y'all come in, just hit the thumbs up video, because you know YouTube algorithm's a little different. So they pick theirs up by the comments, the hearts, as well as the likes. So if the likes match the number of people watching, then it sends the algorithm out. All right, but it's you, y'all. Look, y'all, I just noticed the book, child. You wrote the book, girl. What that book say? I choose me. And now your new life is beginning. Somebody, it's about love. Yeah. See, what you're realizing is that the people of your past, it wasn't love, child. Y'all, I'm loving this new deck. It says this wasn't love, right? You had to realize that the regret of your past, look, coming off of that 5 of Cups, child, that wasn't love. And now you're realizing that the shattered pieces of who you thought you were, they don't even exist anymore, child. That ain't even you. That wasn't love. See, somebody, you are now beginning to understand that love is based on how you love yourself. And if you didn't truly love yourself while you're in a relationship with somebody else, then guess what, child? That ain't love either, right? Now you're understanding that something wasn't love. It was a fantasy, crash, truth exposed. Yeah. Somebody, you done helping other people is also what I heard. I heard I'm done helping. Yeah, your channel song is I Wish by Carl Thomas. Long days and nights we spent. Yeah, like you spend long days and nights with people, helping people, reaching out to people, but then who are there for you? Yeah. Somebody, it's your glow up, though. You getting a new life. It's beginning tonight. Child, that's the messy truth. I love this messy truth, child. We thought it was going to be messy, but God said, hell, it's the truth, though. Why? Because you deserve better. Oh, no, God said that is the messy truth. The messy truth, queen, is what? You deserve better, love. Hello. You deserve better, love. That is the messy truth. Somebody, you could live near downtown. I'm seeing like a cityscape or a city view. Like you're beginning to understand your self-worth, y'all. This is about a realization. Yeah. Child, you tired of talking to the void. Girl, don't play. I love this deck, y'all. First reading, first deck out the pack. Child, just shuffle. God say, cause why? Cause I'm tired of the void. What is that? Left unread, sending text messages, not getting a response back, y'all. That is the void. But it says you deserve better. Texting them, no reply. Left hanging. Talking to the void. Now, how many of us done been in the void, child? Now, all us done been in the void. Don't play. Right? The king will put me in the void and we together. And I be like, sir, what you doing over there? But God be like, oh, he trying to formulate a response. He can't even get it out. Yeah, somebody you're realizing though something wasn't love in your life and you deserve better. See, this is about your empowerment. See, somebody I'm seeing somebody standing on the top of the building and it's like freedom. You know how what was it, y'all? The boat, the ship, the Titanic, right? The Titanic, and he was standing on the end, and it's like a sense of freedom. Now, your girl's scary, and I ain't about to do that, but I got to think that there is a level of freedom, right, that you experience standing on there. Somebody, you're getting what it is that you deserve, but it starts with you understanding that you deserve better, right? You can't get what you deserve if you don't understand what you deserve, right? So somebody, it's like you deserve better, and you understand that. You can have on a jean jacket and black pants today. Somebody can have on burgundy and black today as well. I'm seeing a blue shirt, a turtleneck, burgundy shirt could be significant as well. But this is about your self-worth. Yeah, something happened. Something wasn't love though. And I feel like this is the point where you had to begin to love yourself. Like when you are in a relationship where you lose you, because this is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is a relationship where you lost you. And it was the foundation of who you are. See, Pentacles are about your foundation. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this is more of your energy though, also as someone that is around you. See, somebody, you're moving slowly into what it is that you want for yourself. Financial stability, right? You're developing that for yourself. So if you're at that stage as a Knight of Pentacles, so is your person. Y'all, I talked about that earlier. I actually recorded a reading today and I journaled about it, right? But God gave me a revelation about a mirror, y'all, because I'm sitting here recording at the condo and there's a mirror wall in front of me. So I'm sitting here channeling earlier and God said, but people are getting the mirror wrong. And I said, what you mean they're getting the mirror wrong? And he was like, because people keep feeling like if it's a mirror that I'm looking at myself or I'm looking at my person or we are mirroring the same thing. But it's not, y'all. God had explained to me, for example, God was like, if you are doubting that you as a queen can have everything in your life, right? Maybe you got a good job, your kids doing good, whatever, you just want your person. Whatever it is, you feel like you're missing one thing, whatever that one thing is. Well, the thing about the Kingser is this. If your person is mirroring you, right? And you feel like, well, I have everything except for this one thing, right? I don't have this one thing. Well, the masculine that's mirroring you, they're not saying I have all of this but one thing. They are questioning if they can give you that one thing, y'all. That's the mirror. Like when you look at, let's say if you looking in, you driving a car and you looking in the rearview mirror, right? That ain't the same thing. You're not seeing it. You're seeing it the reverse, right? So it's not necessarily about them. So if you are questioning, can I have everything that I want in this relationship? He is questioning, can I give her what she deserves? See, it's not them saying, well, can I give her everything she wants in this relationship? No. They want to mirror what it is that you give to you, y'all. So if you feel like you can't give yourself everything, then they feel like, well, am I going to be able to give them everything? Like the mirror is different. It's not you saying, okay, well, I'm not confident, so my person not confident. Yeah, you're not confident. Is that going to affect your person? Yes, but it affects your person's confidence towards you. Right? The mirror is how they see you, not about how they see nobody else, not about how they see their mama, their daddy, nothing. The mirror is about how they see you. So if you are in the Knight of Pentacles or you feel like your king is in the Knight of Pentacles, guess what? You in the Knight of Pentacles. You slow moving your energy, which is fine, right? That means you're slowly building your foundation, right? Your masculine energy is your person in the masculine, right? Your divine masculine is your masculine energy. If you are on the journey, I'm a twin flame coach, y'all. Now, if you ain't on the journey, I ain't talking about you, but at least you get the knowledge, right? But your true divine masculine is a mirror of you, but you are their divine masculine, right? It's you. So if you are slowly building your finances, right, and you're truly working towards your goals, guess what? So are they. Knight of Pentacles. But it's slow moving energy. But then that means things are slowly moving for you as well. Why? Because your person meets you where you are. Yeah, slow moving energy. Ace of Cups in the reverse, right? But we got the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands. So what you're being told is that right now, whatever it is that you're going through, even if it's in love, it's still a recovery period is really what I'm hearing. Like somebody is now recognizing boundaries. This is coming on the divine masculine energy, right? So you may be dealing with a divine masculine who is now recognizing the need for boundaries in their life, right? Because of the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is emotional unfulfillment, right? Either they're not emotionally fulfilled, you're not emotionally fulfilled, or hell, neither one of y'all probably emotionally fulfilled, right? So now that you're in this with this person, they have to recognize the same thing you had to recognize, love, which is what? Stop sending the crazy text messages. You can have a new life if you want. The love that you are giving to someone is never wasted, is also what I'm hearing. Like it's not wasted. Why? Because what you're giving to people, you really giving to yourself. Like you should never be sacrificing yourself to give to somebody else. Whatever it is that you give it is because you want, right? If you take a trip, it's because you want to go on a trip, not because they want a trip. It's because you want to go on a trip. It's someplace that you've dreamt of, and it's what you want. So guess what? If they don't show up on the trip, or if they do go on the trip, and whatever, it doesn't matter. It's your trip. It's something you wanted to do for you. But let me tell you something. When you do something that you want to do for you, your true divine masculine, they're going to mirror it. They're going to be excited to see you excited. Why? Because you deserve it. And your true person knows all too well that you deserve better than what you have been given. Sometimes y'all even better than what they've been able to give you. Right? Sometimes your divine masculine, they're not able to give you what it is that they truly want, but they know you deserve better. And that's a lot of times, child, why you talking to the void. Because you done sent the text message, but they know that you deserve better than what it is that they are able to give at the moment. But because of that, they won't respond, y'all, because in their mind, they like, well, damn, how do I even respond? I don't know how to respond. You could have asked a simple question, y'all. For example, I'm hearing somebody saying, are we going to dinner on Friday? I got the moon at the bottom of the deck, right? You feel like that's a simple question. Hey, we going to dinner Friday night? They done left you on red for 3 days. What did they read? Are we going to get married next week and have children and go down the aisle happily ever after? You like, the fuck? You like, all I want is dinner. Like, all I want is dinner. Like, what are you talking about, y'all? But that's their minds. And the thing is, y'all, you would be surprised how men see stuff, y'all. They think much further in advance than we do. They just don't admit it, y'all. How do I know? Because I got a king and I counsel men. Right? A lot of the things, y'all, they want it too, but they will not express it. And then because they are not in a position, why? Because you deserve the best, right? You deserve better, right? So instead of them just answering the question and say, hey, yeah, dinner is fine, they over here thinking of every reason in the world why y'all can't go to dinner, because they got to go pay this bill and do that thing because they trying to buy you a house. And you thinking, I don't want a house. I want dinner. I know, y'all, but that's how they think. That's how they think, y'all. And that's what it is. So like this void, yeah, 3 of Swords in reverse, Libra energy, right? So the void, and a lot of times you, divine feminine, you may be heartbroken. Like you over here like, dang, like, is this even true love? Like somebody, I feel like you kind of done hoping, right? Whether you're single, whether you're in separation, or whether you with somebody, you kind of done is what I'm hearing. Because it's kind of like, damn, 3 of Swords, is this really what love is supposed to be about? Right? Like when it rains, it pours. Like what the fuck we got going on here? What's the 3 of Swords? Let's see, y'all. What's the 3 of Swords with the 7 of Wands? The World in reverse. Yeah, you over the cycle. March 12th or March 21st could be significant as well. But this is a balance that needs to take place. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. You and your person may need to learn how to work together. Or this is God sending you someone who is going to work with you if you are single. But I do see the 3 of Pentacles. Someone, you could be an architect. You could be in drafting. Someone, you could be an artist, you could be writing things, or a designer could be significant as well. But this is like somebody, you just need a plan. I heard putting together a master plan. Yeah, because the Page of Swords is in reverse. The communication is not where it needs to be. That's this talking to the void, left hanging, no reply. You're texting someone, but someone isn't either, they're not responding, or their responses are deceptive. What's the Page of Swords in reverse here, Spirit? Yeah, the Chariot. You want to know where this is going. That's what this is about, y'all. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. See, somebody, your person isn't, there's something going on with their emotions, with this King of Cups and reverse Page of Wands. Why? Because we don't channel karmics, right? So this is something about someone needing to be able, they could have children, right? This could be something about children with the Page of Wands, where someone needs to, I'm seeing, set boundaries with their children. Like, I'm seeing somebody could be a pushover, especially with the King of Cups, Page of Wands, both in reverse. So whether this is with their children, it could be with their family, it could be with other people. But someone, they're letting too many people pull on them emotionally, and it's causing some type of imbalance. And I'm definitely getting like children or just codependents or people who are dependent on them. Yeah, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What is this energy? What's the King of Cups in reverse here, Spirit? What's the King of Cups in reverse? Soul come back online. Energy return. Yeah, this is about alignment, but y'all aren't aligned. It came out in reverse. Like, this person has your heart, though. That's what God, I'm looking at how you holding your heart, child. Look at this picture, child. Somebody got your whole heart, child. They do. They got your heart, but their soul needs to come back online. What does that mean, y'all? They got to connect, right, with the higher consciousness. They got to understand spirit, God, Mother Gaia, some damn body, right? They got to be able to connect, y'all, because your emotions are your divinity, your sovereignty, right? Your sovereignty is connected to your emotions. So if you're dealing with a king who cannot feel their emotions or they're emotionally unavailable, they got to connect to God, y'all. That's what that is. Like, the sovereignty is connected to God. And when someone does not have that connection, they can be emotionally unavailable. Yeah. And then they can't really see. Like, somebody needs a spiritual reset. This is about alignment. Somebody, you need to call back your energy, though, as well. Yeah. It says energy return. You got to call back your energy. And let me tell you why, right? Even if this is your king, if they are right now emotionally unavailable because of whatever they got going on, y'all, it's 727. 7 is spirituality. 2 is balance. Because I'm seeing somebody juggling and overwhelmed with life, with family, could be with children, right? Or this could be you. Take it how it resonates. But when you feel imbalances in your life and in your emotions, it's time for you to take your energy back, right? So that's why people say you have to detach. I do not and would never believe, y'all, that you can cord cut your twin flame. You cannot cord cut your twin flame. That's your soul. That's like taking your umbilical cord from your baby before you give birth. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? Like, why would you cord cut your soul? Right? Because now both of y'all drying up, right? Because picture that, right? Picture that. If this is your person and you done perform a cord cutting ceremony, that means that you have cut an umbilical cord to a child that ain't ready to be birthed. Yeah. But can you detach? Absolutely. Right? Detach, child. Detach. Say, you know what? I don't know what you got going on over here right now, because let me tell you, if this is your king, y'all, and they're showing up emotionally unavailable because of whatever they got going on in their life, yet you know that this is destiny, the Chariot, right? But there is some type of deceptive communication. Someone's not working well with you, right? They ain't offering you the support that you need right now. Then guess what? Just detach. All right, love, I'll talk to you when you feeling better. Click. Right? Don't be talking crazy on the phone. Yo, negative energy, you ain't finna weigh me down. Oh, you had a bad day. Okay, love, well, I really hope it gets better for you. I'm gonna go now. Click. Right? You don't have to stay on the phone with people who bringing your energy down. You ain't gotta entertain conversations with people who are not in that energy to hear it, because all you're doing is depleting yourself. Somebody, your soul is coming back online. You need a spiritual reset, even with your divine union. Yeah. Muted, not moved on. I love it. See, sometimes, y'all, in this void, this is what I'm seeing. I love this card, y'all. It says talking to the void, but then it says muted, not moved on. See, this is when you just enjoy yourself, child. Mute your damn phone. You ain't got to move on from people, y'all. Mute your phone. Enjoy this cup of coffee with your girlfriend's child and live your best life. Right? Y'all, I told you my phone stay on do not disturb. I only talk to people when I want to talk, and I look at my phone and check text messages and missed calls. And if it's somebody I want to talk to, I call them back. If it ain't, and they did not text me to tell me why they was calling me, I don't even return the call. Because if it was important, you'd have followed up with a text, or you'd have left a voicemail. right? And my personal phone stays on do not disturb. I don't take it off because it's annoying. As soon as I take it off, I start getting calls that I want to talk to. But somebody, you got to mute it. What does that mean? Go enjoy yourself, because what's taking place is probably a mirroring, right? So when you go enjoy yourself, your person is going to see how you enjoy yourself. And what are they going to do, y'all? They're going to do what? Enjoy you, not themselves. That's not what a mirror does. It's not a direct reflection, y'all. It's inverse. Thank you, Spirit. Inverted. A mirror shows things inverted. It's still back into you. So the way you treat you, guess what? They treat you. So if you look at the mirror as an inversion, because that's what it is, then you understand, damn, how I treat me, they gonna treat me. Okay, well, I'm about to treat myself the best, right? I'm about to take myself on this date, because then I'm gonna send some selfies and say, hey, love, sitting at the bar enjoying myself, click. Right? You're treating yourself. And guess what you're going to do? Teach them how to treat you. And let me tell you, a real king ain't want no selfie if you sitting at that bar looking good by yourself. No, they're going to find your ass and say, I'm coming too. Right? You got to, y'all, I've been trying to put y'all on game. Y'all better think smarter, not harder. Think smarter, not harder. If you want what you want, you do it. Show them what you can do for yourself. A real man is competitive, y'all. That's why men like sports. They like to compete. Even if they compete with you for your own damn attention. Hello? Make yourself busy as hell 2 weekends in a row that you ain't even got time for their ass. I don't even care if you living in a house with them. Be gone. Watch that third weekend come. They're going to say, love, you got plans for this weekend? No, love. Would you have in mind? That joker going to have something in mind. Why? Because you ignored him for 2 weeks. Shit. And it don't mean that you physically ignored him. It just means that you put all of that attention, all of them affirmations, child, right? All of them beautiful text messages, all of this encouragement, you put it back into you. And when you do, you teach them how to treat you. So somebody, you got to mute what's taking place between you and your person. Just mute it, child. Just mute it, right? You don't have to deal with it because your person is going through some stuff, child. They're burning bridges. Yeah, somebody's burning bridges. They saying they final goodbyes. Somebody, your person is walking away. This could be a lifestyle. I want to see what this is about, y'all. Let's see. What's burn the bridge? Coming up on the divine masculine energy. What's the burn the bridge? Child, somebody ain't scared no more. Nine of Swords in reverse. Don't play. Gemini energy, child. Somebody is not afraid anymore, y'all. Somebody not afraid. Nine of Swords in reverse. They're walking away. And it says unrepairable, child. No way back. See, when you begin to enjoy you and your face is looking like this, that calms the energy, y'all. See, divine masculine understand that we are the sovereignty, right? As the queen, you are the sovereignty. So if you are anxious, they are avoided. Right? When you calm down, they calm down. So the anxious avoided thing, y'all, it's not for some people, it is a personality disorder, but for some, it's just the rules of engagement is what I'm hearing God say, right? Because of course you're going to be anxious, y'all, if you text somebody and they ain't damn respond. That don't mean you crazy. That means you're human, right? So don't let people label everybody, y'all. Like some things are personality disorders. Some things are just you human, child, but it does not mean you let it affect your energy, right? So it doesn't mean you got anxious attachment style if you text your person and they don't respond. However, it means you got anxious attachment style if you text them 10 times and they ain't responding and you still texting, right? That means let it go. Does it bother you? Yes. Does it bother your energy? No. Right? That's the difference, y'all. You can let something bother you, but don't let it upset your energy. Because when your energy is chaotic, so is theirs. Because they can feel it. Now they scared to respond, right? Now they feel the tension and the knots in your stomach. Why? Because it's a soul connection. Right? It's a soul connection. I teach soul connections. That's why I like now doing my thing over here on YouTube, y'all, because we ain't got to talk to all the randoms, right? If you over here, you know we talk about kings and queens and love. Let's just be clear. We trying to get some folk in the union over here. So I kind of like my little YouTube thing. We're going to keep this up, y'all, because then I ain't got to be doing all of the other stuff, right? I love the other stuff, but sometimes I just want to talk to who I'm talking to. Right? I just want to talk to who I'm talking to. People who get it. Not them damn people that be talking about, what? Who is a soulmate? What's a twin flame? Like, I ain't got time to be explaining that shit. All right. But I say this to say, y'all, somebody ain't afraid no more. Yeah, they begin to look inward, child. We got the hermit. I feel like someone has seen something, y'all. Your person has seen something. They've gone in a hermit. Someone could live where it's cold, Colorado, the mountains. Somebody, y'all need to take a trip. I'm hearing a couple's trip in the mountains, a ski trip. Somebody, maybe you and your person have been talking about a ski trip. I heard Black Ski Weekend, child. I don't know. But somebody, yeah, your person has been doing a lot of introspection, though. They have. Yeah, about what, y'all? You, the lovers, don't play. What's your channel song? Best part, don't play. Yeah, you would know that you are. Child, you the coffee. You the coffee that I need in the morning, child. You my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give it to me? You the sunshine, child. You the coffee, child. When you understand who you are, then you're never concerned, y'all. This is just a balancing act, y'all. That's literally what I tell people. Divine union is a balancing act. As long as you can balance it, you can have it. And every now and then it's going to teeter and totter, child. You might go to the left a little bit, girl. You might go to the right, right? But as long as you can hold the frequency and it doesn't get too off balance, then you won't have to go into separation. The only time you go into separation is when it really gets off balance, because then you can't hold the frequency, right? You got to be able to hold the frequency to union. What does that mean? You know who you are. You know what it is that you require and you hold to it. Yeah, always talking about karmics. That's true. That's true, Deja. I was reading your comment. That's true. But y'all, I tell people, let me tell y'all something about readers now that Deja says that, because you read who you are. Let's be clear. Karmic people read karmic shit. Right? It's no way you can, everybody ain't karmic. Every man that come along ain't karmic. If you listening to a reader and every damn thing is in reverse, that's their energy, y'all. We read who we are. And let's be clear, the cards can come out in reverse, but God telling you what it means, it ain't even about the card. So them people that read karmic shit all day, every day, because that's their life. It is no way you can be with a king happy and reading karmic shit all day. My energy won't even allow that shit, y'all. Like, it's no way. I love my king. We together every day. Like, why the hell would I be reading about karmic masculines? Who the fuck cares, right? And if a karmic comes out, I'm going to read the energy and I'm going to teach you the lesson, right? 737. 7 is about spirituality. 3 is about collaboration, right? God will show you certain things that you need to know about people from your past, right? Or about karmics. But you reading that shit every day is because you a karmic. Hello? Somebody with the lovers out here, your person has been doing a lot of introspection about what separates y'all, is what I'm hearing. Because there is a divide, is what I'm seeing. Yeah. 7 of Cups in reverse. There was some confusion, but I feel like that is kind of going away now. But there has been something, y'all, a snake energy. There's something that's been separating you and this divine masculine. Let's get one more, y'all, and we're going to switch decks. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse. So I got to clarify this, because it is. There's a separation that's less. It's like one thing, y'all, that's stopping y'all from getting to the next level. Because, see, the decision is here. 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords are both in reverse. This means that the fear is gone. The decision is here. Someone is in hermit, but something is still in balance, y'all. So let's clear this. All right, see, the thing about lives, y'all, we ain't got to go to no extended. Y'all can just keep listening, because at this point is when I would usually take it to the extended, right? We ain't got to do that. All right, y'all, let's see what's going on. I want to see, all right, what's standing in the way, because I do feel like there is a blockage. I'm hearing what's the vibe. Let me use my what's the vibe deck. Because there's a blockage. We got the 10 of Cups in the reverse, but we also have the lovers. And it's like something right in the middle of what it is. X Factor. Oh, shit. Now, your channel song is X Factor now. Tell me who I have to be to gain reciprocity. Yeah, somebody, you want reciprocity. I saw intimacy at the bottom of the deck with divine feminine. Yeah, this on you, love. So you like it's something missing, y'all. Like it's the reciprocity. It's the mutual respect. Y'all don't play. That thing say mutual respect. And Lauren Hill say, what do I need to do to gain some reciprocity? See, the thing about feminine energy is this, y'all. You gentle, you're nurturing, you're mothering. See how beautiful you are? right? But you want this level of intimacy that you're not getting. But there is a blockage, and it's probably an emotional blockage with the Ten of Cups being in reverse. Your person could have a fear of intimacy, a fear of closeness is what I'm hearing. Yeah, won't let you get close. Yeah. See, your person has a very fragile ego because they dealt with some type of narcissist in their past. Thrills is in the reverse, but they are still paranoid. Why? About the karmics. See, when X Factor came up as the song, y'all, I heard God say that it's past relationship issues, y'all. Like, tell me who I have to be to gain some reciprocity. I feel like that's for both of you guys, though. Because a lot of times, y'all, we don't understand that divine masculine, they feel out of balance, but it's because they're chasing the wrong thing. Like, they feel like it's not being reciprocated because it's not being reciprocated in the way that they feel. But that's not entirely true. See, someone is used to dealing with opportunists. So now they have a fragile ego. So what does that mean? If you don't show up in the way that they want you to show up, they almost withhold intimacy, but it's not that they're withholding. I feel like this is a pattern of behavior that they don't recognize. Like somebody, your person doesn't recognize that they little feelings is a little fragile. So for example, if they get a fresh haircut and you don't notice it, child, somebody's feelings be hurt. Right? They got on this new fit and you ain't the first one to say, dang, daddy, you look cute today, whatever, right? Somebody has a fragile ego, but it's okay because it comes from this past relationships, y'all, and that's why someone fears intimacy or they won't completely let you get close. Someone has insecurities and it has a lot to do with a fragile ego, but this is also someone who has dealt with karmics, y'all, who are controlling. See, narcissist karmics are those karmics who are controlling, y'all. They haters, it's third party stuff. So you are dealing with a divine masculine who is finding it difficult to bridge the gap when it comes to intimacy is what I'm hearing. Like that could be the one thing in your union where you like, dang, but I just need something a little deeper, right? Like we connect in so many ways, but it's something missing. It's the emotions, y'all. The Ten of Cups is in reverse. It's emotional, right? It's something emotional. And a lot of it is your person is really guarded and cautious because they've been hurt before. Don't play hopeless. Thank you, love. Thank you. Somebody feels hopeless, y'all. They feel hopeless. Your person could wear Adidas sweatshirts and hoodies a lot. Your person could like wear jeans and sneakers. If this is somebody who feels hopeless, they do. They've lost a lot. Someone could have lost a lot. They could definitely be in recovery is what I'm hearing as well. Yeah, they're almost afraid to follow the possibilities. But God is leading this. Y'all look at that light in her hand. I feel like that's you. And I feel like you're leading this person into somewhere. But they just have to be open to the possibility of being led, y'all. Everybody don't let you lead them now, child. Don't play. Okay? Like everybody won't let you, but you're teaching your divine masculine how to follow their dreams. By what, love? How you follow yours, right? We teach them how to follow their dreams by how we follow ours. Not by how we chase them, not by how we support them, not by how we send the text messages and attaboys and all of that. That ain't how we support y'all. No, we support them by loving on ourselves. Right? Love yourself, and that shows them how to love on themselves. And when they learn how to put themselves first, then guess what, love? They can put you first, right? You have to be able to understand that, but they can't put you first until they understand what? How to put themselves first. Somebody, when you make up your mind though and believe in yourself, your person is going to do the same thing. You also have to believe in what? The possibility that you can be happy, love. The possibility that this is your person, right? Understand that and then don't be afraid to lead them though, y'all. Lead them into the sovereignty of what this is about, y'all, which is God consciousness, the new earth reality. Someone has a lot of emotions, worry, and fear. I feel like that's coming on your energy. But your person is growing up. I'm seeing wisdom. Like somebody, your person could be mentoring or guiding people and doing things better with themselves. It's like when the divine masculine finds their purpose, y'all, that's when they find you. I keep telling y'all that. It's not about them. It's not about you getting them to focus on you. It's about you getting them to focus on themselves. What makes them happy, what their purpose is, whatever it is, right? You have to be able. So for example, y'all, I used to encourage my king to go work out. Love, you been to the gym today? right? Go to the gym. Like I was trying to fit, because I knew if he found his purpose, he would find himself. Because I walk in my purpose every day, y'all. I do this for y'all. I do life coaching. I do counsels, therapy, couples therapy, counsel. I do it. I walk in my purpose all day, and I love it. So I am fulfilled in life, and I can look at my king every day and tell that he wasn't fulfilled. But he wasn't fulfilled, right? Because he just didn't understand him, right? He didn't understand what truly makes him happy. And now, right, what is he doing, y'all? Going to the gym. He coaching, right? He coaches a 12U football team, because he played football, right, in high school and in college. You have to remind them of the best times in their life, y'all. What was that one thing that you loved? And one thing I talked to my king about, I said, love, well, I said, what was the happiest time in your life? This is a message for somebody, because this is what you need to do. I said, what was the happiest time in your life? He said, when I was playing football. And I knew he got hurt in college, as most people do. You know, life would be lifing, right? So one time we talked about him maybe going to play for the D League, right? Arena football, something. I'm like, babe, just go. If that'll make you happy, we'll figure out a way for you to go back and play football. Because I knew if he found his purpose, we was going to be good. Well, lo and behold, I didn't have to do it, y'all. All you got, and you shouldn't do it. All you got to do is start the conversation for them to see what truly makes them happy. They'll figure out the rest. I ain't do nothing else about it. Next thing I know, my baby told me he had a job coaching for the AAU something and 12U. And I said, go, sir. Right? Go, sir. And he's following his purpose, y'all. It makes them so much happier when they got shit to do, child. All right, what were these two? Oh, I think that was just over here. All right, so let's see what else we need to know, y'all. Let's get some direct messages from your person, y'all. Y'all want to go to some oracle? I want to get some direct messages before I get to your advice, y'all. All right, so let's get to some direct oracle messages from the heart space of your person, y'all. Thank y'all, child. We live, girl. All right, we live. Y'all kind of like this. I ain't no telling. I might go live another time, child. I don't know. It takes less energy, y'all. It does. Like, I can do this for an hour and I'm fine. And I can go cook dinner and do whatever I do. It takes less energy. Now, you know, when my face on camera, I got to be on, y'all. Because you know I ain't going to be on camera looking crazy. So if I'm doing my TikToks live, I got to get dressed. I got to do all of that, child. I'm sitting here with a scarf on and my glasses. Don't play. I love it, y'all. Let's get some direct messages from your person's heart space, ladies. All right, before we get ready to get to this advice and get out of here. Thank you, everyone. If you're new to my live, put I'm new in the comments. If you are new to the live, put I'm new in the comments. Child, your person in pain. Somebody say, will this pain ever stop? I told you, y'all. See, when you got to realize that your person, y'all, they don't let us see it. And I think that's why most Divine Feminine don't understand. What's your channel song? Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell. Don't play. Can We Talk? Thank you, newbies. Was that Evelyn? Thank you, Evelyn. Sherry, thank you. I love it. Thank you for all my newbies. So I usually go live, guys, on TikTok. So I do TikTok lives. But we are starting going live now on YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. All right, somebody, you got a conversation. Your channel song is Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell. It says, will this pain ever stop? See, the Ten of Cups is in reverse, y'all, with the Lovers. I told you there's a separation between you and your person at this time. But the issue is, y'all, you got to have a conversation because there's an emotional connection between you and your person that they don't understand. I'm hearing emotional overload. Yeah, like emotional overload. And this could even be your question, child. You might be over here talking about, will this pain ever stop? Because there's a duality. But guess what? It says life without you is hopeless and dark and depressing. I miss your light. What did I tell you? You are the light for your divine masculine. You are. And that's why you can't ever step out of your light. What does that look like? Don't question God. Don't question the sovereignty of God. Don't question what God told you. Now, do you set boundaries? Absolutely. You don't let people treat you any kind of way, right? You don't let people treat you any kind of way, but you continue that glow. Why? Because your glow, right? Your light is what's going to draw them in, y'all. That's the magnetism of who we are. That is the law of attraction. Right? That is the law of attraction. You are going to magnetize your person in by your light, though. So if you still in your shadow, they ain't coming in, y'all. That your shadow, or you gonna get them in their shadow because you gonna magnetize who you are. So you have to maintain the light, right? You have to maintain the light. Oh, you've been following. Thank you, love. I love it. I love it. You met your person in January. I love it. All right, Angel of Mine, y'all, is your channel song. Monica, that's you, love. You over here. Now I know what they say. The best things, right, are free. Gonna love you, boy. You are so fine. Angel of Mine. Yeah, I love it. Beautiful energy. Let's get a couple more messages before we get to your advice. I can't stop thinking about you. Child, somebody, you going to be having dreams tonight, or you've been having dreams, because your person, but what did we say about that deserve, y'all? It came out earlier in the reading. See, this is someone who feels like they deserve better. Or I'm sorry, that you deserve better than they can offer. Like, you deserve better than they can offer. This is someone who they have questions about what they can offer you at this time, but they can't stop thinking about you. But you are the light. So that's why I say you have to hold your energy, divine feminine, because you are the light that will magnetize your person in. So if you were in your shadow, how they gonna find you? If they in the dog and you in the dog, y'all gonna bump into each other and not even realize it, child. Right? You're going to bump into each other and not even realize it, because both of y'all in the dark. So that's why I tell my queens, divine feminine, you got to hold the light, because you are. Like, when you look at the Hermit card, right? It's like a lighthouse, y'all. I'm picturing a lighthouse. And it's like when you out to sea and you lost at sea, what you do? Go look for the lighthouse. That's why you can't put your light out. Someone is dealing with insecurities because they don't know why you love them, right? It says you deserve better. Why is it that you love me? So you dealing with a divine masculine who they have a lot of insecurities, and they don't know how to be honest with you about those insecurities. And more than anything, now you done triggered them. So now they really silent, y'all. So that's why when you be left on red, y'all know how we do. When you left on red, it's because they don't even know how to respond, y'all. It's not because they trying to formulate a lie. It ain't because they trying to lie. It's because they just don't even know how to be honest, because they don't understand the emotions and the feelings. And if you're talking about a divine masculine who is avoidant, which means they avoid deep emotions and intimacy, they really don't know how to just tell you the truth. And the truth is, child, they don't understand why you love them, because they don't feel worthy. I don't know who I am anymore at the bottom of the deck. Someone, your person is struggling. They really are. It has something to do with their self-concept, right? How they see themselves. This is someone who they definitely have some type of self-concept issues. Yeah. Child, somebody's life a mess right now. Yeah. It says my life is a mess right now. Will this ever change at the bottom of the deck? Child, something going on. It says I don't even know where to start, child. Y'all, I want to go to the intuitive Kev deck, but we already 52 minutes in. I want to be nosy, y'all. What is going on? I am better with my mind than my heart. Somebody, your person holding it in. I'm talking about it like it's not completely coming out, but it is definitely something going on in the background, and it's keeping y'all separate. I wish I could be fully honest with you. You triggered me. I don't know who I am anymore. See, this is a revelation, y'all. Like, somebody is definitely rediscovering themselves, is what I'm hearing God say. All right, y'all, let's see what Kev talking about. Let's see if we can get into it a little more. I don't want to make it too long, y'all, but I am a little curious to see what the hell is going on, because somebody is really trying to figure out their life right now, and they really deep in emotions, y'all. Like, somebody really in their feelings, child. All right, y'all, where's my intuitive Kev deck? I know I brought it with me because I knew I was going to be needing that, child. All right, y'all, let's see. All right, let's see what I do with the deck, y'all. Here it is. Yep. All right, let's see, y'all. All right, let's see if we can get down to it. We'll get a few more before I go to your advice, y'all, because I don't know. There's definitely some type of emotional block, and somebody isn't letting you in. I got boss at the split, so that's definitely your person's energy. Someone's coming in as a boss. But what's the hold up? Ice Queen at the split. Maybe they don't know how you feel. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, relationship at the split as well. So it's definitely a relationship. Somebody, you giving your person a cold shoulder? But let me look at the comments. Somebody, you giving your person a cold shoulder? Girl, I saw Ice Queen. Somebody's scared to approach you, girl. They like, what the hell? She might bite my head off. I don't know what you did. Somebody over here like, I don't know if I can say something to her. What is this energy, spirit? Why is the divine? Yeah, protection. Somebody, I just heard God say this though. Your person knows that you are highly protected because they are supposed to be your protection. See, sometimes God will even protect us from our person if they can't do right. Because they are supposed to be. See, a divine masculine is your protection, y'all. 93, someone could graduate or been born in 93. But this is someone who I feel like they know that they are or should be your protection. And they have not been doing their job, is what God said. That's why the 10 of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, don't play. Divinity just came out in the reverse. But this is the divine masculine, but they ain't been acting like that, y'all. Why? Because that's 92 and that's 93. Them cards, but it went backwards. 93 to the 92. Somebody stepped off their throne, y'all. Because see, the veil is here. Your person is connected to God. Don't play. The veil is here. Someone sees clearly what it is and who it is that they supposed to be, y'all. This is someone who knows that they have been sent to protect you, but they don't want to see it for some reason. And it could just be to do with their own emotional blocks. But this is definitely someone who knows that, yeah, false, that they're not passing the test, child. It's on them. They in school and you over here in happy bliss. This is no external influence. This is your person. God damn it. Okay. Oh, did it cut off? It didn't cut off. Did it go? Okay. All right, y'all. Okay, good. Because child, my daughter was calling. All right. So somebody, this is it, right? You got to continue to follow your bliss, right? Continue to follow your bliss. See, the veil is here. You even understand what's going on as well. Your divine masculine isn't just, he's not quite walking in his divinity. That's what this is. Divinity is in the reverse, but it's false because they're supposed to be. Like, this is someone who is divine, right? It's just that they're not walking in it. Like, I'm seeing math 101. Somebody need to go back to school, child. Yeah, because they were sent here to protect you and they just don't want to see that. Yeah, come on, because I don't play. Because why? Because intuitive Kev don't play. Because this is the divine masculine. What did I tell you? This is the divine masculine, but they're not wanting to do what the fuck God told them to do. I don't know, right? Like, they just don't want to listen. Y'all, somebody hard-headed. Your person stubborn, girl. Like, I don't know. This person hard-headed. Like, God telling them, look, what you doing here? Look, 44 people viewing y'all. 4 is the number of protection, right? 444 is protection. This is someone who is sent by God to protect you, but they not doing their job. And the veil is thin, which means you know that. See, the veil being thin is that you know the sovereignty of God and you know what God told you about this person. So you know that, right? But you over here like, well, dang, I know I'm feeling that this is my person, but they ain't acting like it with divinity in the reverse. But it is what? The divine masculine. Sorry, but not sorry, love. This is your person. This is your person, but they ain't acting real divine. And the crazy thing is they manifested a change in their life and you were that change. Come on, y'all. Somebody manifested the change into their life and you are the change. But I don't know why they over here cutting up then, child. Cutting up. Somebody, your person feels like you've changed though since y'all met. Someone feels like you're more sexier. Maybe you dressing a little different, child. Right? Or they just noticing your curves, child. I don't know. Maybe they just noticing you. I don't know. 959 could be significant. You could be seeing 959, y'all. But there's a change. Yeah, your person sees that you've changed as well. And this is someone that they manifested you. They literally did. Girl, we got a love offer. Don't play. Your channel song is Heaven Sent by Keisha Cole. Yeah, a few times in the past, never last strong as it used to be. Don't feel as it good as it used to. Yeah, somebody, you getting a love offer. 56 or 65 could be significant. Yeah. Why? Because you loving on yourself. And I told you, as soon as you detach, right, or you block from false narratives, because we got block and false narrative, right? So as soon as you set yourself apart from the dumb stuff, then you get what it is that you want. See, you block the false narrative. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, right? Like, we don't, and that's why I say, y'all, karmic stuff come in, but you ain't got to read into that shit long. You block the false narratives that people were trying to paint. You are over here loving on your damn self. I'm talking about you all up behind the veil, child. It's you and God. Right? Girl, the veil so thin, it's just you and God. Right? So you know it and you loving on yourself. And because of that, people have no access. Even their false narratives don't have access. So this could definitely be something that was holding this up though, because that's what we were looking into. What was holding up your person from coming in? So perhaps there is someone, right, that's been painting a false narrative. But child, it don't matter because your person is grown up, mature man. And I feel like the narrative that people are saying is that your person has changed. Why? Because we got change here with mature man as well. So people could definitely be talking about how your person has changed since they met you, how they've grown up, how they're different, right? So there's definitely something, but child, we blocking the false narratives. All right, y'all, let's get to some advice. Now, I think we got into it a little bit, y'all. I was trying to see. I'm like, okay, now what we got going on? Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Unbothered. It's you, queen. You are unbothered. And I be telling y'all, that's what we gotta be. Be unbothered, y'all. The blocks, the false narratives, don't none of that matter. When you know God has sent you your divine counterpart, why? The lovers is here, right? Then you know that also comes with a lot of decision making, y'all. And sometimes the decisions ain't easy, child. They're not. Sometimes the decisions are not easy, but you understand that the veil is thin between you and God. Your person has manifested you. They are going to protect you. As long as you love on yourself, you're teaching them how to love you. Be unbothered, right, by the false narratives and the karmics, people that you got to block. Be happy with who God has sent you and who you are. Somebody, you getting an offer, child. All right, let's get you some advice, y'all. We're going to be up out of here. I will be live in the morning, y'all, on TikTok. All right, so if y'all follow me on TikTok, or if you do not follow me on TikTok, TikTok is the Lady Empath 1111. It's a bunch of fake pages of me on TikTok, so make sure it's the one with all the followers. All right, if it got 20,000K, then that's me. I'll be live in the morning at 9 a.m., y'all, for our regular Friday vibes on TikTok. All right, let's get you some advice. I think I'm going to just do tarot for the advice. All right, what is the advice for my loves on this evening when it comes to their love situation? All right, what is the advice for my loves when it comes to their love situations? All right, let's see, y'all. All right, what is the advice, Spirit? Whoa, damn. All right, sit, right? No more playing it small. I'm definitely hearing that. No more playing it small, right? The delays that you're experiencing, you can still plan for your life, right? Three of Wands in reverse in your advice, right? Whatever it is that you want, plan for it yourself. If you feel like your union is stagnant, that'll mean you stagnant, right? That's a difference. Your union being stagnant and you being stagnant is different. Because when you stop the stagnancy in your life and you stop playing it small, your person, if they are yours, they gonna come along, because that's the energy, y'all. You magnetize your person is. There's been some unexpected delays, but God wants you to right now focus on your long-term goals and your healing. Yeah. Have faith. Continue to have faith, right? Don't allow any insecurities to set in, because someone is experiencing a transformation. The death card, right? The 13th and 17th of this month could be significant. March 17th or March 13th. 313 is out here as well. Hey, speaking of, y'all, I just released the 31 days, the harvest manual. It's on the website now. I haven't even sent out the email marketing, but I been working on for a month, y'all. 31 days of harvest, right? So you don't have to start it on the 1st. You start it whatever days, but it's a 31-day ebook. It's a journal. It's only $17, and it has journal prompts, affirmations, chakras to work with for 31 days. Start it whenever you want. On day 1, you get your chakra, you get your confirmation, your affirmation, your journal prompts, and it's on the website now, y'all. The LadyEmpath1111.com. Just go to the regular shop and y'all see Health, Wealth, Spirituality 31 Days to Harvest ebook. All right, y'all can purchase that on the website. What else in the advice? All right, do not let the betrayals of the past stop you, right? Don't look back. Sometimes we got to understand that we have been hurt in the past, but that's not where you are. So if you're feeling betrayed, if you're feeling like things are ending, Spirit is saying, no, that's not. You got to have faith. Yeah, and rest. Somebody, you tired, you exhausted. You got to rest more, y'all. You got to meditate. Somebody, if you're sleepless at night, it's because of that. And then you got to open up yourself to love. Right? Open yourself to what it is that you want. Open yourself up, y'all. You can't manifest something without being open to it, right? You can't have somebody trying to offer your ass love and you sitting up under this tree like you don't see it, right? All right, loves. All right, y'all. So everything else that y'all need to know about me, y'all, is in the description box. Of course, like I said, the website is thelady1111.com. I think we may have maybe 3 more slots left for the 1010 readings. All right, my live 30-minute readings are usually $75, but on 1010, which is the 1010 portal, I'm doing it for $50, 30 minutes live on Zoom with me. Whatever you want to ask, however many questions, as long as it's 30 minutes. All right, I think I may have 2 or 3 slots still left. I'm not sure. However, if you try to book it and you can't find a slot, email me. And if I get enough people, I'll open up bookings on Saturday, the next day. But I have to have at least 5 people. I'm not going to open up for one person. So if I get at least 5 people that couldn't get in, then I'll open up slots on Saturday, because we want to talk about what's ending for your new beginning. 10 is the number of endings for new beginnings. So the 1010 portal is about new beginnings. All right. So if you want to book that, that's on the website. And y'all know all the products are there as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I got any, right? I hope to see y'all in the morning, child, on live on TikTok, child, at 9 a.m. Eastern time, child, for the Friday vibe, y'all. Thank y'all for joining the live tonight, y'all. Thank y'all. Love and light, as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.